I'm going to explain the eliminate duplicates from an array in JavaScript. In this case, I will use the debugger and show you how to do that in order to understand it better. So I will stop in this case to show you the whole process, the debugger. The first thing I'm going to do is to create breakpoints by clicking in certain parts of the program, in certain lines, where I want the execution of the program to stop. Then I will go to Run Start Debugging. And as we can see here, we can see the execution of the program, the variables of the execution of the program in that moment. So in this case, it stopped here. We have the constant first, but I put the breakpoint here. And in this case, we can see that once we press step over, we can see that I is equal to 0 in this moment. And as we iterate over the loop, we can see the other variables. Then we see this variable is false in this case, and then it jumps to the other loop. And in the other loop, we can also start clicking step over. And as we can see, in this case, it's easier to debug or to understand a loop. We can just go on and we can see what happened here. For example, we can just try to, well, it's not letting me see. Here the array, it tells me the values that it has. For example, in this case, all the values and the length. So it's okay. And here we see the other array, and we can see that it has the value of 1 for the moment. So then we can just go along. In this case, what happened is the following: the array in 0 now is in 1, but when it was in 0, the value is 1, and resultado, it starts as an empty array, so it has 0 items. So it is, as it has 0 items, this condition is not met, so it jumps to this conditional. And it checks repetido is false. Yes, it is because it never reached this line and it was set to false. And then it does the following. Here the array in I, it was 0, so that element in 0 and the ended 0 is 1, the value, and assign it to resultado in the position 0 because the length was 0. So in that position, in 0, it will assign 1, so we have it here. And then we can just go along and check how it works by clicking step over.